lately I've been kind of running on empty, or just feeling really excited about the ideas I have and things I want to do. And I was able to figure out that through some reflection, and then through the help of the EMDR therapist that I've been going to every week for the last few months or so, last probably 6 months, I was able to see that I was trying to make up for lost time with doing all this cancer healing. I'm just one of these people who have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative energy. I want to do a lot. And sometimes I find myself just spinning my wheels doing, I even organize or clean or redo my calendar. I like to be in action. I like to be taking care of things. And going through all the cancer treatment, first with the chemo, that shit knocks you on your ass so that there's really no time and space to be able to do the things that we want to do in the world. And I personally believe that it's good to stop doing. It's good to not be this sort of like caged animal with regard to doing. I think that we do need to take time and pause and stare at sunsets and not fill our days with constant busy work. At the same time, I recognize that I'm one of those people who like to do a lot and get a lot done. So lately, I've just been filled with all these things I want to do and put my attention on. Some of them are simple things like the hats that I was embroidering for people because I was stuck on the chemo couch and I just started doing it. It came all just because I had this hat and I didn't like what it said on it. So I thought, well, I like the hat, I'm going to embroider over it. So then it's just turned into me putting some of them on my Etsy shop and selling some of them locally, and people giving me materials and things to add to it. And I have a few orders, and anyway, and then also just what I want to do, like just speaking out more about going through a cancer journey and talking with more people who are just diagnosed, because I know what it's like to be in that place and be feverishly searching for information, and people who have the same diagnosis and finding out experiences. And I really want to be a resource out there. I want to be a voice for people. But a lot of that has come at the expense of me just slowing down and taking care of myself. Really not slowing down so much as taking care of myself. Part of taking care of myself is slowing down, but so anyway, I was trying to make up for lost time, and I also realized a little bit of the subtext was that maybe I'm going to lose my life. Maybe my days are numbered. And I don't really feel that. It's not a deep feeling like I think my life is going to end in the next year, certainly. 5 years, I don't know. I think if I were to have a reoccurrence, that would be troublesome, not only because of having the reoccurrence, like, okay, wow, there's cancer in me, but more that everything I'm doing and the chemo and the radiation and the surgery and then all of the other kind of lifestyle changes and the supplements really aren't effective enough. That's kind of more to me where I would be afraid of a reoccurrence. It's just that, like, okay, I basically have done everything I could do. I threw the kitchen sink, etc., the telephone book. What do they say? Throw the book at it? I threw everything I could at cancer. And if that didn't work, holy shit, I might be doomed, I don't know. I'm not there in my thinking right now, but there is a fear at times. At times it creeps in. I think, gosh, what if I only have 6 more years to live? That's not long. 6 is better than 1, and for sure. But so I could tell that subconsciously that fear was running me a little bit. So it's really good for me to, first of all, have somebody that I could talk to. I'm about to go over a bumpy road, so this ought to be fun for a video. It's good for me to have somebody that I could talk to who could help, put things into perspective for me, and have me see, okay, why am I like exhausted? How much of it is radiation and how much of it is a rat trapped in a cage that is my mind, and how much of it is self-created, which You could probably make an argument for all of it, if not all of it, most of it is self-created. What the heck? Okay, well, I'm getting distracted by somebody following me down our road. We live on this dirt road, and it's pretty rare for a person to be behind us. But we're moving soon. I'm so happy. We're moving in a week, actually, a week from tomorrow. So this is exciting. I'll be living in a new place, starting a new chapter of life. My boyfriend and I and my daughter are moving into a house more in town, so it's really exciting. Anyway, little sidebar there. So yeah, so anyway, what I decided and what I realized, the most important things for me right now are moving and dealing with that and everything that goes with moving, the packing, the cleaning, the mental space, all the coordination of utilities and communication with the new landlord and signing agreements. I mean, there's so much just by itself. Moving is really a big job. And then my daughter, she's only 10 and she's a gymnast, and she needs a lot. She's finishing school and getting ready for competition season. She also dances, and the number of emails that there are to deal with regard to like all of her needs, there's so much, the end of year and school and the gift for the teacher, and the list goes on. If you're a parent, you know what I'm saying. And if you're just a human in this world, and you know how many things there are to do and be busy with, you know what I'm saying as well. So moving, my daughter, and my health, and those are all big. The moving has an end point, although moving in, there's also all the unpacking and settling in and finding a subletter, and there's a lot to that, but it's measured and over time and does have an end point. Dealing with taking care of the needs of my daughter, that continues, at least for a while, and then dealing with my health. I'm seeing a trainer periodically who's giving me homework that I've been sort of quasi good about doing, and I had a massage recently. Somebody gifted me a massage, and I was getting some acupuncture at the end of radiation. I had an ultrasound yesterday because of the inflammation in the breast. I wanted to make sure it wasn't something more severe than it is, and it's not. And I'm going to physical therapy, which finally came through 4 months later, and that it will be like weekly or every couple weeks or something, and that's an hour drive, which is really unfortunate that it's so far. But all that stuff, it really takes time, and I have the time to take now, so I basically banned myself from getting involved in anything, and let me tell you, it's really hard for me. And keeping up with friends, it's like, it seems like that would be joyful, but it's not. It's really not. I find myself, I get stressed about it. I get stressed about the people that I care about, like keeping up with them and keeping up with family. I'm not very good at it. I guess I'm probably just really selfish, but I do what I want to do mostly for myself, and I end up feeling stressed about having enough time to keep up with people. So I just let myself off the hook with all of it. Especially my daughter and I are taking a train trip together on Amtrak. I'm really excited. At the end of May, basically the day after she gets out of school. So from now until then, I'm not getting engaged in anything else, hopefully. That's my plan. That's my intention. And I'm trying to do as best I can and as well as I can those three things: focus on moving, my health, and my daughter. So I felt so much freedom in just discovering that and paring it all down to just those three things, because I feel like I was trying to do 6 or 7 things regularly, and I don't have the stamina, and I can't do it. So yeah, I'm feeling good about that. We'll see how it goes.